Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Can We Talk? My name is Andy.
And I'm Andy Slime. I'm tempted to do something, but I won't.
Okay.
Because I was rebuked. Rebuked to zoom in.
I don't know about this. I was going to calling Mrs. H or Dombi because, well, our episodes are Can We Talk with Andy and Dombi. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm Andy Slime.
I think that is why we need to change our username.
No, don't. It's okay as it is. Don't. The people are going to do the math.
All right.
So if you're Andy and there's Andy and Dombi, and then we deal with intelligent people.
Oh wow.
Everyone who's watching is intelligent. Receive it. It. It's your year. Okay.
Well, welcome to another episode. Thank you for the love. We really appreciate the love that we are receiving. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares as well. I've seen a couple of shares, so we really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you indeed. My husband was telling me that he met a fan. I can't believe we now have fans. He met a fan and they were just talking about how the podcast is helpful in their relationship. Yeah. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you. We really do appreciate.
Thank you for the love. Our love goes out to you all there. Much love. Oh yeah, we love this.
Yeah.
And so today we're talking about something spicy.
Bring it on.
Spicy though.
Bring it on.
Well, we're talking about fighting and fighting dirty.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. Where did that come from?
Well, it's bound to happen that as long as you've got two people in a room, there's bound to be a disagreement one way or the other.
Yeah.
One way, it's just got to have two people in a room or two people. Yeah.
Okay.
So the differences in opinion, there's bound to be conflict, there's bound to be differences and so on. So when it comes to couples, then that causes fights.
Yeah.
So are you the one who fights dirty by slamming the doors? Are you the one who keeps quiet? How do you fight?
So when you say fighting dirty, in my mind, I already thought of a revenge kind of a thing. Where you're not fighting. The fight is not fair.
Okay.
You do something and I'm angry, and then I give you a double portion of what you did, kind of a thing.
Okay.
That's the fighting dirty that came to my mind when you said fighting dirty. So am I that type of a person? No, I generally don't like fighting. I'm bad at fighting. I don't know how to fight.
Oh, wow.
I really wish I were a fighter, if I can call it that. Like who gives it to you? If you give it to me, I give it to you.
All right.
But I'm not that kind of a person. I don't know how to do it.
So what when it's me and I and we have a difference in opinion? How would you express it? Would you slam the door? Am I able to tell that you're unhappy with me or that we are fighting?
I don't know. You tell me. Can you tell can you now tell? I know there's this thing that is circulating. Men say that when your wife says it's okay, I'm okay. Just know that they're not okay.
They're not okay.
So are we at that level now? Can you tell when I'm not okay and when I'm genuinely okay?
Well, I guess it's primarily it was how this podcast came to be, or the name of the podcast came to be. When you say can we talk, then I know perhaps you are upset about something, and but at least you were calm, or you give it a day or two, but you never shouted. I don't ever remember you raising your voice and throwing away my shoes or hitting me with, I don't know.
No, I'm such a good wife.
What about me? How do I fight?
Yo, this man is a fighter. He throws anything that is in the vicinity. Laptop. No, I'm joking. I think we're literally the same person. Although I feel like I can express myself better. I don't know if it's you're not really a fighter, and you are not really you're a non-confrontational person. So I can tell though when you're not happy about something.
Really?
Yes, I can. I can tell. Okay. Though you don't express it. You don't. Even communicating about it, even when I say, okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
It's hard for you to admit that, what you did was wrong. I don't think I've ever heard those words come out of your mouth.
Really?
No, you don't. You don't. I'm the one who says, I know what I did was wrong. I'm so sorry.
All right.
Yeah. So somehow God gave me the grace to be able to see beyond you so that I can deal with this human being. Oh. But yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I've ever seen you, I've ever experienced the other side of you. I know you once said you were saved from the tongue.
Yes, life and death.
Yeah.
Yes, on the tongue. Okay. And so what are some of the reasons, maybe not necessarily us, but why do fights occur? Why do you think couples would fight or any relationship would fight?
Yeah, I think, like you said, differences in life, differences in opinion. It's human nature to believe that my opinion is the better one.
Right, yeah.
And then you come with yours, and now I'm thinking, no, you should listen to me. So at times it's differences in opinion. At times it's just upbringing. Because I'm coming from, maybe let's say I'm coming from a family that knows how to fight. They give it to you, or a family that doesn't communicate, and then that communicates, and then these two people meet. The one who's very loud and who communicates. And then they meet with this one who is very quiet, and now they have to be in the same room. Most of the times there is that conflict of saying, I want my space. I want to be alone. Then I'm saying, hey, we have to talk about this. We have to communicate. So yeah, upbringing as well. What do you think?
Well, I guess you've got an element of truth in that. But
I'm a truthful person. Okay, keep going.
Right.
Sorry.
I don't want to move. And we are fighting. Yes, we need to fight.
Yeah.
We're fighting clean.
Yeah. Okay.
We're fighting clean. I think we fight clean. So
we do.
I think some of these things are also kind of, you spoke about background, so kind of bullying. I remember where I heard it being said that when you get to the playground and they do this and do this, stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's when you're feeling like you're being overwhelmed by someone or something, because you've been trained to say, defend yourself right from the playground. You may want to then stand up for yourself. So now when you're in a relationship with someone, or when you're a couple and somebody's expressing their opinion and you feel like somebody's coming against you, you now want to default then to say, stand up for yourself, and then you fight.
And that is what you're pointing out is so scary, because I'm already thinking when you get married, I'll talk about the marriage relationship.
Right.
When you get married, and then God blesses you with kids. They literally copy what you do in your marriage. So if you fight dirty, that is what they are going to carry to their marriage. And they are going to become toxic wives or toxic husbands to the next person, because of how they were brought up. So it's important as parents to be cautious of how we fight. But I point it out again. Fighting is good. It's not like it's bad. Fighting is good because everything after is just so good. I'm joking.
That sounds like a dirty expression. You know, there's that show on the Jenny and Michael show.
Okay.
And then Jenny asks Michael, is that a dirty joke? So that sounds like a dirty expression after
That's
fighting.
again, yes, everything is just good from how you relate to each other, how you talk to each other. Very clean joke.
I should tag Jenny and Michael and say, this is a dirty joke.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to take it to talk, but what other things cause?
Yeah, so fighting I think is healthy. When you bring about the differences, I think once you make up and understand where the other is coming from, and just you're resolving that fight, it actually makes you better people.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
That is what I said. And you said it's a dirty joke.
Well,
We're fighting.
We're fighting. How we're fighting.
Fighting king.
And so I want to pick your mind a bit about what you started about, how you thought about fighting and being vengeful, rather. So
Fighting dirty.
Fighting dirty that way, being vengeful. Does that happen?
It does a lot. It does. I think especially amongst siblings. I don't know about you guys, but my sister and I used to fight dirty.
Okay.
Like
Alright.
you'd revenge, even without saying out words, but how you do it. Okay, so this is what you did. You lost my sock or something like that. I'm taking away your pencil and I'm not going to tell you where it is. You know, those kind of fight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was fun like that. Now that I'm thinking about it, it was really fun. But but you need to be strong.
Yeah.
You need to be strong. But yeah, I can only think about it in siblings relationships. I'm not really sure about couples now.
But well, you always accuse me of doing that. You say I'm a vengeful person.
When you are speaking about something, I don't know how to put it, but it's hard for you to let go of something that happens, and then when something similar to what would have happened happens, you have this thing of pointing it out to say, but you know, when it was happening to you, something like that. So yeah.
Do unto others as they did unto you.
Vengeance is for the Lord. Vengeance is for the Lord.
Yeah, no, I remember you saying that about, but I don't think I'm a vengeful person. But I'll be learning a lesson to say, so this is how it is done. So when the next opportunity, I'm not revenging. I'm just saying, you did it unto me, I will did it unto you.
You fight dirty. You fight dirty. Yeah.
But conflict does happen, fights do happen, and I also encourage fights. But let us come to a point where we come together and we resolve those fights. So when the fight comes, let's find ways of finding each other, especially as couples or especially in a relationship. So we need to find ways. What is the common goal? At the end of the day, what do we want to achieve out of this? So let us agree. So if this is what you're saying, this is your opinion, this is my opinion. So out of all this, what is the best way forward? Sometimes I think let's agree to disagree. I think it's healthy enough. I think it's only when it's big matters like, are we having kids or are we not having kids? I mean, that's two different. I mean, there's only, one or two answers. So you can't be saying, let's agree to disagree that we're not having kids when the other party wants to have kids. I think that would be a deal breaker.
So what do we say then in circumstances like that, where I want something and you don't, and here Andy and Dombi, and they are telling us to meet halfway. But it's the non-negotiables for one person.
Oh, wow.
What do we do?
It's a very tricky one, I think. But you find ways. There's always a way. You spoke, one of our previous episodes, I think it was other season, where you spoke about the suit that brought us together, where when you've got a gun to your head, like Harvey Specter would say, there is always a way out. So there obviously is a way out. There is there is way. It's difficult when you're actually inside, because I'm not a one who advocates for splitting up of relationships, especially after the covenant has been signed. But there is ways you talk about it. There's somebody who has to give in one way. There is compromise one way or the other.
So the person who has to give in, don't they feel abused or unheard? And is it not going to affect them in the long run? using the example that you brought up, one person wants kids and the other one is saying, I generally don't want kids, either because I'm still at school, I still want to learn, or because I am maybe because of the upbringing that we're talking about. I saw my parents fighting over the kids, over us. So I don't think I want to bring kids
into this world. Yes. Yeah.
So different things. How then do we deal with that? Andy and Dombi have met. Dombi is saying, I'm not ready to have kids. Andy is saying, I have always written it down that I want to have kids at 30 or something like that. So what do we do?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know if compromise works in this situation.
Yeah, but you see the disadvantage, or piggybacking from what you just said, would you not then, if it were you were not wanting kids and me wanting kids, and then we compromise and we end up having one child, would you not resent the child? Or will you be willing to be open to say, all right, instead of having 2, 3 or 4, let's have that one child? So I would probably wanted a football team, hint, hint, half a decade ago.
Should we tell them?
Should we? So I would have wanted a football team, and you'd say you never. Let's then find compromise and find one. So no two parties are entirely happy. So I think that would be the best compromise.
But the one who wanted kids is still happy because they got
what they wanted.
And then the other one, for whatever reason, they're now forced to have a kid. You get it? Like, it's two extremes. So maybe to our viewers, please do let us know
what your thoughts
what you think, especially on the non-negotiables. Should we have compromise? Is there anything that is called compromise on non-negotiables? Or we can, it can be, I don't know, 50-50. Is it 50-50?
Like that. But that's actually a good topic on non-negotiables. Perhaps one guest when we'll get one day, and then we interact with other couples or other people. Then that would be a very good.
It's maybe there are couples out there who have experienced that
non-negotiable.
Where they had one non-negotiable, the other is saying, this is what I want. And they were forced to come up with a plan. So whatever plan it is, please do let us know.
In the comment section, please do let us know. But for the negotiables, let's do fight. It's very good. And
it sounds like you're encouraging that. Let's go and fight.
You are the one who said afterwards it's going to be worth it. You said it, not me.
So is fighting, is it healthy to fight almost every day?
Not necessarily every day. But, peace, leadership, and conflict 101, they say conflict is healthy. We had something like that. I think it was in varsity when we did peace and conflict. So every day, I think that's a bit of a stretch. Once in a while, because you've got to have a difference in opinion, and then you've got to then see from a different worldview. And I get to see from a different worldview. So once in a while, I think it is very healthy. And then you know how they say about babies, the hiccups are the ones that are training your lungs. So that kind of thing that actually stretches us, and you actually see.
Good analogy.
So it seems painful, it seems uncomfortable to be having those little hiccups. So it's healthy to see different viewpoints about life. And so I think it's healthy once in a while. Every day, I think that's a bit of a stretch.
So what do we call the everyday one? Do they need help?
Definitely they do. It could be a family member, it could be people of faith, it could be a minister, it could be a counselor, a therapist, and so on. But definitely, when it becomes daily thing, I think it's toxic. It's very, very unhealthy. And with that, I think you get prone, or you are now susceptible to it and escalating more than just words and so on. So every day or daily thing, I don't think that's fair.
Okay. Thank you for that.
And so as people of faith as well, we also got to include a little bit of scripture when it says be angry but do not sin. So I think when we're fighting, let's do fight but keep it fight clean. Keep it within the fight. And let's not take it over and above the fight or outside the fight. So to fight, but so to be angry but do not sin. The verse also continues to say, don't let the sun go down on your anger. But let's also agree to say, we are not good right now. Tempers are high. Can we talk about this tomorrow when we have cooled down? So we are not yet exactly angry. We don't haven't allowed the sun to go down on our anger, but we have agreed. I've heard it say that I have there's a word that they say for a safe word to say. When you say this safe word, then we know we are good, but we are not good.
Okay.
So when the safe word is said, so we both know that when we say bananas, so bananas means I'm not in a good space to speak, and so on. So when that word comes up, whatever it is, it's the safe word to say, okay, before we say things that we will both regret, let us chill out for a bit, and so on. But one final question, I think we've talked about this before. This was a comment, or it was a question that was raised elsewhere, and I think I would like to read it very quickly.
Okay.
When it was one of our questions that was raised to us. And so this is what the question says. Well, they didn't say dear Andy and Tommy. They just said, the question was, my wife brings up past mistakes every argument. I feel like I'm never forgiven. I know we once spoke about forgiveness in relationships, but my wife brings up past mistakes every argument. I feel like I'm never forgiven. What would you want to say to this person?
You did this when we got married, and then you remember that time. This is what you did. I guess the issue of forgiving and forgetting comes into play.
Right.
When you forgive, make sure that you forget.
Right. Is it easy though?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not. But there's a reason why the Bible says we should forgive 70 times. 7 times. It's the hard things that we have to do, but they bring out the best out of any relationship. So if you, in life generally, the hardest things are the ones that bring. Yes, they have a good outcome. So it's never easy, but it's worth it. So when you forgive someone and you can pray for grace, because we are people of faith. We believe that God can help you even in the hardest things. In things, there is nothing to us that is not spiritual, if I can put it like that. Everything is linked to God. So when people say, remove the spiritual, no, we can't. So anyways, you can pray. If it is hard, pray about it. Say, Lord, there is a thorn on my flesh. Please help me. I can't seem to forget this thing that happened to me. But even comes with taming of the tongue. When you are speaking, make sure that if you know that your tongue just goes blah, 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 on its own, just think about what you're going to say before you say it. And then replay the conversation. Then when you go and speak to the next person, you are not reminding them of the things that they did. Because when you keep pointing it out, it means there's an element of unforgiveness. You are still harboring unforgiveness. Yes, you're still bitter about what happened. Although I must admit, we are still human beings. We are still struggling.
Many of us are still
struggling. But it's with the grace of God that we can try. And lots of practice. Lots of practice. If you do it to this person, do it to the next one, and the next one, and you'll see it becomes a part of you.
And then, so just to add on, people of faith, I've heard it's also say separate church and state. So how God hates the sin, but doesn't hate the sinner. So be able to separate the mistake that your partner did.
So it doesn't define them.
Yes, it doesn't.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
So we've got to be able to let go, and then you focus on the person, letting go of the problem. Then
they are not the problem.
So whatever, fix the problem, and so
on. That's a good one.
No worries, man.
Husband, are you?
Oh, wow.
Husband, are you? I need to see your wife. They are grooming you well.
Now we're about to fight dirty. Thank you so much. Thank you for the love and for being a part of this conversation.
We can't wait for your reviews, your comments,
your likes and your subscriptions as well.
Your interactions. And please, guys, we watch out for the next few episodes. We are still looking forward to having guests.
Yes, yeah.
So it's going to be very fun. Get to learn about other couples. So we just want to admit we do not know everything, but so that's why we want to bring guests onto this platform, so that we can have that conversation. Maybe they're going to touch on what you are going through.
Yeah, and perhaps the views and your comments as well.
Yes.
Perhaps you can enlighten us and let's grow the Can We Talk community. So thank you guys. Thank you for the love. And we'll see you again on another episode of Can We Talk?